Roisín Shortall, for many a long year, colleagues of yours, and perhaps you yourself, have spoken longingly about the idea of a realignment in Irish politics along European left-right lines. This is the biggest moment that you're ever going to see, perhaps in your lifetime. And what does Labour want to do? Instead of following on from that idea, you want to go back into coalition with Fine Gael.
What Labour wants to do...
So much for the realignment.
Sean, what Labour wants to do is the right thing by this country, and that is to ensure that we have a stable government, that this country can be put back onto a steady footing, and that we can undo the enormous damage that Brian and his colleagues have done to this country in bringing it almost to its knees.
And you're saying a left-led government by Labour involving Sinn Féin, perhaps some of the alliance members, that couldn't do the same job?
The Labour Party's ultimate aim is a left-led government. There's no doubt about that. What we need most of all, though, now is a stable government.
If the numbers of this election allow for a left-led government, will we have it?
Can I just say, even if there weren't the kind of differences and concerns about Sinn Féin within the Labour Party, the fact of the matter is that the numbers just would not be there.
We don't know that. You're presuming.
Look at any such government would require the support of a ragbag collection of independents.
That's an insult. I mean, if Tony Gregory were here, he would be very annoyed, God rest him. Because I used that phrase once about a ragbag, and he let me know all about it a year after the event.
I'm talking about the kind of hard left groupings now that are forming, and it is not in the interests of the country that you would have that kind of ragbag government.
Martin Ferris, can you provide her with any reassurance there?
Listen,
is stability.
It's amazing that she's talking about ultra-left and a ragbag. The Democratic left were part of a government. Democratic left now control the Labour Party. And that is a reality.
And just
take previously known as the Workers' Party, previously known as official Sinn Féin.
These were people, official Sinn Féin, Sinn Féin, the Workers' Party, Democratic left, and now the Labour Party. And them people went into government, were accepted by Fianna Fáil and by Fine Gael. And the derogatory words that you use to describe political opponents, I think, is disgraceful in this list.
What this country needs is stability, and that's what the Labour
But
Party
isn't that
is
a fair
aiming
point?
to provide for this country.
Martin Ferris hasn't said a single inaccurate thing in the way he described and traced the historical path along the democratic route that some of your colleagues have taken.
But people did take that route and did opt for democratic politics and did their time in the Dáil in serving the democratic cause. Sean, excuse me, sorry. There is a huge difference between that and the kind of motley crew collection now that we're seeing offering themselves for election. Because the most important thing for this country is that we have a stable government, that there is a programme for government, that we can put the country's interests first, that we're serving, that we serve the national
let somebody else in now,
and not
a stable government between a right-wing party and a so-called left-wing party.